although I knew how to eat healthy, it's a case of, for me, putting it into practice.
Yeah.
Because that is what I struggle with. And now I sort of plan, now I sort of plan every week what we're going to have for tea and for me and my husband. And I also plan sort of breakfast and lunch for me, so that I then know what I need to buy. So I'm then not just going to the shops, just buying anything to try and make meals out of it. I'm now sort of preparing, planning what meals I'm going to make.
Yeah.
And then as and when I can, I sort of prepare the night before. So the next day I've got everything that I need there ready for me.
Yeah.
Just to be able to start eating it, instead of sort of having to make it and then not feeling in the mood to make it.
Yeah. So do you feel you're eating healthier foods because you're planning? Has your menu sort of changed to what you were having before you did that?
Yeah, because before, although I would plan, I wouldn't necessarily stick to it as well.
Yeah.
But now, especially because we're starting to wean this little one, I'm now more mindful of what I'm buying, and I sort of work on the basis of what I'm going to feed her. And because I'm breastfeeding as well, I am very mindful of what I'm eating and what I'm drinking.
Okay.
For her.
So you're trying to put healthy foods into you that transfers through your milk to Ruby. That's really good. That's really, really good. So what sort of things are you eating now then that will be different?
So before I was getting bored of salad, so I would put a salad as a lunch, but then I started getting to the point where I was having salads every day.
Yeah.
Whereas now I sort of have like couscous and vegetables.
Then mix it up, yeah.
And I'm trying to sort of mix it up. So I'm still having salads, but I'm having a different type of salads.
Yeah.
At tea, if I'm making meatballs, I add vegetables into the meatball sauce instead of just having a tomato sauce with the meatballs. I'm adding vegetables into it as well.
Fills it out, makes it more filling, more nutritious. Hides the vegetables if you're not a big fan of vegetables, and that can work well with children. I mean, obviously, in the first instance, it's always good to give them vegetables in their natural form so they can get used to the taste. But yeah, that is a way of getting vegetables into the meals. And do you eat the same foods? Is that your plan to have the same foods, family
lunch
foods?
Is different because I make him a sandwich and then he has sort of fruit in with his lunch. But we both have yogurt for breakfast. And I prepare that the night before because I buy plain Greek yogurt, and then I sort of put different things into that for both of us to have.
Yeah.
And we sort of he'll then have a sandwich, and then I'll make me either couscous or I'll slice up some vegetable sticks to have some vegetable sticks while he has fruit. And then at tea we do have the same food. And he's actually eating a lot healthier now as well, and not having as many chocolate biscuits and stuff. So
it does make it easier in terms of time if everyone's eating the same thing, because in my family people have different, some people are vegetarian, some not, and it can take more time when you're trying to prepare different meals. I just try and prepare different versions of the same thing. So how do you think that Ruby will fit into your eating patterns?
I'm trying not to get her as fussy as me, because I am quite a fussy eater. So I'm sort of trying to get her to eat some things that I won't necessarily eat, but my husband will. So I don't necessarily eat broccoli, but my husband does, so I get him to sort of give her the broccoli, and then he eats the broccoli in front of her as well. So
role modelling it, isn't it?
Yes.
And they do very much follow the parents, definitely. So it sounds like you're doing really well. And she looks picture of health. Hello.
Thank you.
She is absolutely gorgeous. So what would you say to somebody who was thinking about coming onto the programme?
I would say go for it, because it is fantastic and the support is second to none. It is absolutely amazing, the support. And if you have any questions in between the phone consultations, you can just text. because I had an issue at the beginning of August. Something had happened with my husband, an unfortunate incident, and I then text Laura saying, this week I'm going to struggle with food, because it was an uncertain week with what had happened. And Laura texted me back saying, right, okay, try and eat healthily, but concentrate on getting the fluids in. So it wasn't, so if there is something going on that's an unforeseen circumstance, the support is fantastic.
Oh, so you felt supported in other ways, and then is what you're saying? Always then giving advice about the program, you felt supported sort of emotionally with your pregnancy. Through being on program. So that's the great thing. I think health coaching works really well alongside your midwife and health support. It's like an extra layer. And yeah, we have got a lot of clients. We have got time for you. This is what we do every day. And I'm really glad that you've had a great experience, and obviously going to stay on program until Ruby's 2. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing.